All right, Shalom, Akim. Want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakakodash. Double honor to the elders and apostles, great millstone over well, and much peace, safety, and blessings to the hopefully elect throughout the four winds, pushing this truth in sincerity and diligence. All right, it's Brother Loyal from the Great Millstone, Lake Charles, Louisiana camp, coming back again with another quick lesson. And as always, Lord will it be edifying to the elect. All right, man. So I just want to get into a quick lesson, basically going into the Lord's heart. All right, another terminology for it would be the Lord's mind. All right, because when you go into the word heart, it means la'al. All right, which goes to the word which is mind. All right, so the mindset of Yahweh Shem Yahushai and that spirit is actually going to be on his men. You know, the Lord is going to leave that spirit on his men, who he's going to wake up in a lot of times. All right, which will be now. All right, going to 1 Corinthians 4:9. All right, so everything that the Lord wants, all right, is being shown through his men. All right, the do's and the not to do's. All right, the way you conduct yourself. All right, condemning the wicked. These are all the ways of Yahweh Shem Shai, and it's going to be made manifest through his men. All right, so this is Psalm chapter 31, verse 11. It says, the counsel of the Lord standeth forever. All right, real quick, I'm going to go and grab a precept. The counsel of the Lord, all right, it standeth forever. So even from the beginnings of time, you know, that counsel stood, but that counsel came from men. You know, that counsel was basically dispersed throughout the men of Yahweh Shem Yahshai. I'm going to get Amos first, you know. Amos chapter 3 verse 7. It says, surely the Lord Yahweh by Shem Yahshai will do nothing, but he revealed his secret unto his servants the prophets. You know, so the Lord is going to reveal his secrets, the mysteries, the deep dark sayings unto his men. So his men is going to give it out to the other chosen men so that they can wake up. All right, it's going to resonate their spirit when they hear it. All right, and what you're going to condemn the downfall of this place, you know, and also the inhabitants thereof, you know. So be the Edomites, you know, that's ruling wickedly. All right, because in every captivity you had, the men of the Lord was basically risen up to preach the downfall of it. All right, and through that you're gonna have counsel. All right, now just to back up that point, it says a quick slide. I'm going to the lesson. It says the counsel of the Lord standeth forever. Okay, so this is Ephesians chapter 1, and I'm gonna just get straight to the point. Verse 4: according as he had chosen us in him before the foundation of the world, that we should be holy. All right, meaning what? Separate, without blame before him in love, having predestinated us. You know, it says the counsel of the Lord standeth forever. So before the world was even created, the counsel was going to be instilled in these men, predetermined to decide beforehand, to foreordain, appoint beforehand. I set forth my apostles last, you know, for appointed time. Okay, it says having predestinated us unto the adoption of the children by Yahushua HaMashiach to himself, according to the good will, according to the good pleasure of his will. Okay, so it was according to the Lord's pleasure that he wanted, that he set up the chosen men to get what? That counsel, and give it out to the other elect men. All right, and also condemn the wicked. All right, and also what 2/3 of our nation, because they're considered wicked also. You know, they're joining hand with these devils. Okay, this is it says the thoughts of the heart to all generations. All right, in these kingdoms you have the men of the Lord that's gonna be brought forth to tell these things. Without the men of the Lord, you just have a world full of dead individuals. You know, and ultimately the only ones that's actually living are these chosen men that's going to have the counsel of Yahweh Shem Yahshai written within them. Why? Because they're going to walk also according to his ways. All right, you're not going to have the Lord have his chosen men set up to reprove somebody if he's not doing it first. You know, if he's not starting with himself first and taking heed, that would be what? A hypocrite. And you see that happening every day as the time goes by, dealing with these Christian pastors. You know, that's attributes of them. It's Jeremiah chapter 3 and verse 15. It says, "And I will give you pastors according to mine heart." All right, pastors were a leader. Okay, the Lord is going to sit for His men according to His heart. You know, His own mind, His mindset. Okay, what the Lord has, His objective, what the Lord wants to happen. All right. It says, "Which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding." They're not feeding you with knowledge and understanding in these Christian pastor churches. You know, in these Christian churches, you're not getting it from these comedics. You know, you're not gonna get it from Allah. You know, and these Muslims. The truth it resides within the men of Great Millstone. You know, we have the 100% truth. All right. It says, yeah, which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding. But in order for you to have that great counsel resonate with your spirit, you have to be what of the chosen. You know. So this is Proverbs chapter 11 and verse 14. It says, "Where no counsel is, the people fall." And you see that, man, this is the one of the main reasons why we're in captivity today. Okay, it says, "Where no counsel is, the people fall." All right, Judah mourned, the gates thereof languish. All right, when once we came into this captivity through slavery, you know, for that time it was set up to where what the protection around us, and ultimately what the leaders, the men of the Lord wasn't actually risen up at that time. You know, it says, "But in the multitude of counselors there is safety," because the Lord, the men of the Lord is actually gonna guide you and lead you through the Spirit. All right, and lead you to what that on that straight and narrow path to ultimately get you to the kingdom. All right, that's you're gonna be walking the path to safety. All right, you're not gonna have to worry about getting shot by a cop. Why? Because you have been counseled. You've been counseled righteously to know what, hey, this is what you're supposed to do. All right, you conduct yourself like this. You don't conduct yourself like a nigga in the world. You know, that's getting great counsel, and you're not gonna get this from these churches. All right. This is Isaiah chapter 46 and verse 8. It says, "Remember this and shew yourselves men." All right. Bring it again to mind, because what, you once knew these things. You know, you once knew how to conduct yourself. You once knew your true heritage. You once knew that you was an Israelite. You once knew the true names of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. You know, it says, "O ye transgressors," and this is who he's speaking to. Transgressors, the only ones that can transgress the law, is speaking of you Negroes, Latinos, and Natives. All right. It says, "Remember the former things of old." All right, which brings me to this quick precept. Remember the ways of old. You know, and yet you're gonna have people that doesn't want to be counseled. All right, and ultimately it was set up that they wouldn't get it, but it's just the mentality of Jake. You know, because it says what, where counsel, where there's no counsel, the people fall. All right, so had you considered what the men of law was saying, hey, you will be walking in a straight and narrow path. This is Jeremiah chapter 16 and verse 6. Jeremiah 66 and verse 16. Salaki. It says, "Thus said Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, stand ye in the ways and see, and ask for the old paths, where is the good way, and walk therein, and ye shall find rest for your souls. But they said, we will not walk therein." You know, so this is the path of the 2/3. You know, because they actually have choice to take heed, but what, they basically despise everything that was sent forth for them from the men of the Lord. You know, and ultimately from Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. It says, going back to Isaiah chapter 46 and verse 8, says, "Remember this and shew yourselves men. Bring it again to mind, O ye transgressors." All right. Remember the former things of old, the old paths, the ways you conduct yourself, how to praise and call upon Yahweh Bashim Yahushua in sincerity and truth. It says, for I am the Most High, and there is none else. I am the Most High, and there is none like me, declaring the end from the beginning, and from ancient times the things that are not yet done, saying, my counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasure. All right, so no matter what it is, whether it is good or bad, it's righteous in the eyes of Yahweh Shem Yahshua. The Lord is going to basically do what he wants, and through it all, the counsel of the Lord is going to stand. So he's basically telling you, my men is going to forever be stand. Going back to what the book of John, the seventh chapter. All right, what these are my men, and no, they shall never be plucked out of my hands. And that's all according to the pleasure of Yahweh Shem Yahshua. So this is Joel chapter 1 and verse 3. It says, tell ye your children of it, and let your children tell their children. All right, because this is going to be a generational thing. All right, it says, and their children another children. So like in their children another generation. That which the palmer worm have left had the locust eaten. And that, it's like, I'm going to start it over. Listen. This is Joel chapter 1 and verse 3. It says, tell ye your children of it, and let your children tell their children, and their children another generation. That which the palmer worm have left hath the locust eaten, and that which the locust have left have the cankerworm eaten, and that which the cankerworm had left had the caterpillar eaten. All right, so it's basically telling you is a generational process. All right, you'll have righteousness set up to be saved. All right, for the generation to get it. All right, but what you have the heathens come and basically overthrow it with their philosophies. All right, they come overthrow it with their philosophy. So Jake basically is going and taking heed to their philosophies and being consumed by it. Just because they're trusting in Egypt because that their horses is many. Just because they see it is prosperous, and you see it also today. You see it today. You have Jake getting the truth from Yahweh Shem Yahushua through the men. All right, and the Christian pastor come and say, well, you don't have to keep the law. So being that it's pleasing unto them, they're basically going to gravitate towards it. All right, they're going to gravitate towards it, and that is the reason why they're going to be put to death. All right, but that's basically despising the counsel of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Verse 5, it says, awake ye drunkards, because you are drunk with the philosophies of this world. Okay, going back to Micah chapter 2 and verse 10. All right, arise ye and depart, because this place will destroy you with the sword of destruction. It says, and weep and howl, all ye drinkers of wine, because the new wine, for it is cut off from your mouth. All right, so that precious song of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, this true wisdom, knowledge, and understanding is cut off from your mouth because you want to drink of the philosophies of this world. All right, that precious wine have been cut off from your mouth. You don't know your true nationality. All right, you don't know the Lord is actually coming to save the elect of the Negroes, Latinos, and Natives. All right, you're not aware that you actually have a kingdom coming. All right, that the new wine is cut off from your mouth. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 6 and verse 2. All right, just to elaborate on that point, it says, a man to whom the Most High have given riches, and this is going to what? The state of 2/3, because they have basically taken their consolation on this side. All right, it says, a man to whom the Most High have given riches, wealth, and honor, so that he wanted nothing for his soul. All right, so what? He's not going to be calling on Yahweh Shem Yahushua. He's not going to be worried about that new wine that he's supposed to be drinking of, rather than drinking of the philosophies and reaping the benefits of this world, because ultimately all that's going to lead up is to his destruction, because those things won't save you in the day of wrath. Okay, it says, and honor, being glorified, so that he wanted nothing for his soul of all that he desired. So he has everything. It says, yet the Most High giveth him not power to eat thereof. So the Lord is not giving you power to eat of this good sound doctrine. It says, but a stranger eateth it. All right, going right back to Joel the first chapter. All right, where the palmer worm have the locust eaten. It says, but a stranger eateth it. This is vanity. It is an evil disease. So this thing is actually going to stop now, because you have the men of the Lord that was set up from the beginnings of time that was actually going to come up and prophesy this place, and what from that the elect was going to be risen up. All right, because man, Jake is gonna constantly be driven away with these philosophies. All right, they just won't get it. All right, but what? Hey, the Lord's heart is being made manifest through his men, and only a remnant of people is actually gonna be counseled through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemi Shai. All right, which will be the elect. All right, so with that, Lord willing, this quick lesson was edifying. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Kakodash, that belongs to the elders and apostles, great milestone of the will, and much peace, safety, and blessings to the hopefully elect throughout the 4 winds, pushing this truth in sincerity and diligence. Shalom.